Concluding remarks are just coming before we move to another venue place, because the very last panel is taking place at Sněmovní 7, which is very close to the Liechtenstein Palace. Before the concluding remarks, let me again mention the partners and supporters of the Prague European Summit. When it comes to institutional partners, I have to mention the Office of the Government of the Czech Republic, who provided us with this beautiful Liechtenstein Palace. I also have to mention the representation of the European Commission in the Czech Republic, the European Investment Bank, Hans Seidel Stiftung, City of Prague. When it comes to main partners, there is Stratos Auto and EIT Urban Mobility. General media partner was the Czech television. Main European media partners are EU Observer, Radio Free Europe, Hospodářské noviny. And among other partners, I have to mention the Prague Airport, the Academy of Performing Arts in Prague, Crystal Bohemia, Škoda Auto, Institut Frances Prague, also Euractiv, Vyšegrad Insight, Deník, and Any Global. We have also 12 partners who are very important to make the future European Leaders Forum happening. And it is Friedrich Ebert Stiftung and the International Association for the Exchange of Students for Technical Experience. And another supporters are the Netherlands Czech Chamber of Commerce, the British Chamber of Commerce, the Nordic Chamber, the German Czech Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Czech and Slovak Leaders magazine, and the University of New York in Prague. So you can see that the Prague European Summit is supported by very important organizations and institutions, and let's hope that we will continue with discussing important topics of EU policies and European integration in upcoming years as well. I have to say that I followed all the panels and I learned a lot. I met many inspiring personalities, but it's not my task right now to make the concluding remarks, and I would like to ask the organizers who are standing behind this wonderful event to join me here on the stage. I would like to ask Jiří Mach to join me here on the stage. Jiří Mach is Director of Operations and External Relations of the Institute of International Relations in Prague. And then the concluding remarks will be also given by Martin Vokálek, Executive Director of European Institute for European Policy. So I would like now to pass the floors to organizers, and we will start with Jiří Mach. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Aneta, for giving me the word, and thank you very much for the wonderful job you have done moderating the whole panel. I think the best concluding remarks can be read in your Twitter account, so everybody who's not following Aneta, I think you should start, but I will try my best to deliver some of the conclusions that we have heard this past 2 days. So ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you once again for your presence here today. Over the past 2 days, we have discussed the future of Europe and the challenges that await us on the journey to just and prosperous Europe. In the middle of ongoing poly-crisis, as my predecessor director, Ondřej Dittrich, who cannot sadly be here right now, mentioned, there are many challenges, but let us not forget that there are opportunities too. And opportunities for the international and regional cooperation. Future is being discussed here in Prague, and future is being also discussed at the COP27 right now in Sharm el-Sheikh, and we are honored by the people that have participated on both of these summits and have been here with us and in Egypt as well to discuss the future of not only Europe but also the world. The Prague European Summit is a platform for strategic dialogue. We are here to find common response for common challenges, and we are here to invite the private and public spheres to look for joint solutions together at the same table. The debates have proven that the Prague European Summit is the right platform to speak about these challenges and these issues, and I believe, thanks to you, all of you, we are now one step closer to a joint approach to the challenges we face. Let me briefly recall the most outstanding moments of this summit. As we all know, the solutions for the poly-crisis are complex, and we are ready to accept this challenge. This is why we have brought together brilliant speakers from a variety of complementary spheres. Economy, peace and security, digital and green transitions, those are all interrelated concepts. And I'm very proud of this selection of the panelists that we have that joined us from very different positions, countries, and institutions. And let me please thank all of you who have participated in this wonderful summit for coming here. Let us also remember the crown on the agenda yesterday evening, the award ceremony of the Vision for Europe Award to Mr. Karel Schwarzenberg, a very influential figure in the history of Czech international relations. I hope that every one of you will remember this summit as the summit of opportunities. And we have had the chance to meet the current and future leading political figures, outstanding speakers, government officials, members of the academic community, and also the industrial world. We have also had the chance to host the Future European Leaders Forum, which is very dear and will be forever in my heart. And I'm very happy that they were able to participate in this conference as well. So thank you very much to every one of you and each and every one of you for being here. On behalf of the organizers of the Prague European Summit, the Institute of International Relations and the Europeum, I would like to thank our many partners without who this summit will never be possible. And also all the members of the staff and all the interns who did a lot of work to make this possible as well. So I hope instead of skeptics, we can now be informed skeptics instead of just being skeptical. Let's hope that the crisis will not kill the European Union, but will make only the European Union stronger. And I hope we will make the European vision possible for everybody. And I hope to see you next year at the same conference. Thank you so much for being here. And will join me in welcoming Martin Vokálek on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, in many panels here, also on roundtables and accompanying events, we've heard that Europe is facing the unprecedented challenge, or even we could say unprecedented challenges right now, and many crises. Thus, the Prague European Summit was focusing not only on these, but we were focusing on resilience and also on the green and digital transformation. Because, as it was said many times here, it is not only important that we find the quickest and the simplest solution of the challenges we are now facing, but ideally we should focus on the implementation of the ways how to solve the issue for long term with a sustainable solution, and in the meantime, of course, supporting Ukraine and hopefully also leading the green and digital transformation. So even if some of the new steps needed to come might now negatively affect our ways of living and the standards we are used to, we should all now stay united, as it was also said by Mr. Karel Schwarzenberg, and fight for our values and hope that we will come from the current crisis stronger together and stronger than before. So as the eighth year of the Prague European Summit, or 8th edition of the Prague European Summit is coming to an end, I would like to thank all the partners here, which were already named many times. So without you, it won't be possible to make that conference. So we are extremely appreciating your participation in this year. And just give you some brief numbers from the Prague European Summit of 2022. In those 2 days here in Liechtenstein Palace, we've seen 13 panels, but also 3 roundtables. And also this week we had over 4 urban talks all over the Czech Republic. So it's not only about us here, but the ideas are coming from all over Czech Republic here. And the team standing behind it is like organizing many other events than this one. But here in Liechtenstein Palace, we have seen 77 speakers, and we had over 300 active participants here in Liechtenstein Palace, and we had even much more also on the streaming of this conference. Last but not least, it is important to mention that almost over 60% of the participants were foreigners, which makes the Prague European Summit a truly international conference and one of the most significant events in the Central European region, focusing on the EU from Prague, which is sometimes called the heart of the Europe. So I'm glad that this year brought together so many interesting perspectives and ideas on various EU-related and European-related issues. And on these ideas, I'm hoping that all of us here being the decision makers, representatives of private sector, civil societies, or just experts on the EU, we all can build in our endeavors to make Europe stronger than before. So last but not least, the big thanks goes to you. And it is very important to say that the whole Prague European Summit 2022 won't be possible to do without people who are not usually seen on the panels. Those are the people standing behind the day-to-day organization of the summit all year. Also people standing behind the logistics of the summit, writing to speakers, writing to you, making the registrations, like all that heavy work, which is like that kind of day-to-day tasks happening behind the summit. So I would like to thank all these people who participated on the organization of Prague European Summit, being the colleagues from Europeum and IIR, being the members of Prague European Summit team, and being the interns helping us with the Prague European Summit here on the spot and in the preparations. Without you, it won't be possible. So thank you very much from all our side. And the biggest thanks goes to two ladies standing behind the Prague European Summit. Especially it's Veronika Soporská, manager of Prague European Summit, and Aneta Rosipal-Pajová, who is the communication and partnership manager of the Prague European Summit. Ladies, you deserve a huge applause, and please come here. We would like to thank you here in front of everyone. Thanks a lot. So thank you once more, ladies. So you deserve a second round of applause. Thanks a lot. Okay, so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will pass the last word to Aneta Zachová, and I'm also looking forward to seeing you on our upcoming event. And I'm really looking forward to the Prague European Summit 2023, which is already starting to be planned just now. So see you there, hopefully, and take care.
Thank you very much, Martin, and also I have to congratulate you because you have name day today, so also another applause for Martin for his name day. Thank you very much. For me, it was great opportunity to moderate this event, and as was said by Jiří, the Prague European Summit is summit about opportunities, so it was a great opportunity also for me. And as was said, there is the very last panel, which is taking place not here, so we are kindly asking you to move to the second venue place, which is Sněmovní 7, which is very close to Malostranské náměstí. I think it's 5 minutes by walking from here. Of course, the organizers will help you to find the way. And here we will discuss a very important topic that we touched upon that before. It's the multi-speed Europe. And this discussion will be joined by the leading experts on European integration and also the Deputy for European Affairs, Deputy Minister of European Affairs here for the Czech Republic. So let me thank you again and see you soon in Sněmovní 7. Thank you very much.